Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Off the Top. Yes. Very exciting. There's just a few more things that we need before we get going. So, first of all, can I ask the gentlemen, could you please shout out your middle names, please? Zander. Alexander. From the ladies, could I have the street that you grew up on, please? 29th Street. And now anyone, could I have the place where you were born, please? Chicago. Oh, there's so many good ones. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the pride of 29th Street, Mr. Zander Chicago.
Oh, hi, everybody. How are you? Oh, I am Alexander Chicago, hailing from 29th Street. Any more 29th Street denizens here? Anybody from 29th Street? Oh, fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad you're here tonight. This is going to be such a fun time for us. I know you're just waiting for the music, so we're going to jump right in. We're going to play all our hits tonight, but we're going to jump in with our first big hit. You know it. It's from the first album, the third cut, the one that went to 17 on the charts, and it's a little song that I like to call... It's called Love, Death, Beauty. That's what it's called, Love, Death, and Beauty. And this is John Thorne on the piano. Hey. I know I've been around a bit. If you believe that this is it, there are some things that you should know before you have to go. There are 3 rules I'll say to you, and trust me, friends, I know they're true. You'll always have to remember what I said. It's love and beauty. Do those things before the third you're dead. That's right, everybody. Love, beauty, and death. Thank you very much. I got Sophie Alloway on your drums, the beautiful Sophie Alloway. Oh, my goodness, it's so great. Thank you so much for coming out to share the night with me. I hope you'll indulge me a little bit. We're going to play, you know, some of our favorite songs, some we'll revisit. And, of course, I'll try to introduce you to a couple of new ones you haven't met yet. We're going to have a great time tonight. But I love this story. This song is so great, especially the arrangement by Mr. John Thorne here. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's just the things you have to remember. I can tell you it's not too long before this life. You've got your swan song. So remember 3 things before I said you're gonna go. Love your life, it is so beautiful, yeah. Your love, your life, your beauty, love, and life. The third one, man, you're dead. You are dead. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness, thank you very much. I know all of you know Alexander Chicago, the performer, but how many people know Alexander Chicago, the man? And we're going to tell you that story tonight, how I got to be here. We're going to take the next, what do you say, John, 3.5 hours? That, yeah. Something like that, 3.5 hours, to tell you a little bit more about the story of my life. And when you start the story of your life, you got to start from the beginning. And that, for me, was 29th Street. John, can I get a little music? Thank you very much. Now, who here said they were from 29th Street? Is anybody from 29th Street here? Born on, you're right here, 29th Street. That's fantastic. Did you go to school at the 29th Street school? You did, good. I was at the 27th Street school. It was overcrowding. They bussed us down a couple blocks. You had to do it, you know. You live where you live and you don't get upset. But if you grew up on 29th Street, then like me, you know 29th Street specifically was known for just a few things, of course. 29th Street was famous in our town for a wanking ombudsman. That's what we were known for, there was one particular ombudsman that was very well known for wanking, and we tried to avoid him at all costs as children. Of course, it was also, you know the guy, it was also known for UFOs. There were more UFO sightings on 29th Street than any other street, than 28th Street even, or 30th Street. It was nothing, it was amazing what we could see. And of course, most famously, it was known for a table. The famous table of 29th Street, we called it. Many, many evenings, the table would come out, and everybody from 29th Street would sit and look for UFOs. And we spent all our time there. It was a beautiful thing. There's a little song about that. It goes like this. Sometimes you're sitting, you got yourself some food, but you have no place to eat. Let me tell you what to do, man. Go down IKEA way, build a table, and have yourself a seat. Xander, come quick. I'm 7 years old. I'm at one end of 29th Street, right around 6th Avenue. And I can't see what's coming. It's dark out. So I say, who's calling me? And it was my best friend, Timmy. And Timmy said, Xander, come quick. We're looking at UFOs. I said, but where do I go? He's like, keep walking until you bump into something hard. I said, what is it? He said, it's a table. A table? What's that doing in the middle of the street? Well, all the fathers got together from the table factory across town, and they brought the table here for us to sit in. I said, but it's in the middle of the street, and it's an obstruction. They said, no, a table is not an obstruction. It's an opportunity. Always remember that. Thanks, Billy, Timmy, and everyone else for there. So remember when you're sitting there and you want to eat, build yourself a table, a plank, and then 4 feet. Thank you. Thank you very much. All aboard! I'm 18 years old, and I'm standing at the 29th Street train station, the one at the other end of the block. I was ready to get out. I couldn't stand this anymore. I kept bumping into the table. I had bruises all over my legs. I had no desire to look for UFOs. All I wanted to do was get out of the hair of that ombudsman and get out of 29th Street. I had to follow my dreams. There was nowhere to sing. There was nowhere to perform on 29th Street. So I went up to the train station, and I went right up to the guy selling the tickets, and I said, where can you send me? I want to get as far away from here as possible. I got to chase my dreams. And he said, well, how about Adelaide? The train to Adelaide? Well, of course, that's the best place to go. Everything happens in Adelaide. Doesn't it, John?
For 1 week a year. Yes.
Yeah, for 1 week a year. And I was planning to hit that week. There was one seat left next to some old man. He had his bag on the seat. I said, can I just have this seat? And he said, oh, sure, have a seat. Moved his bag. I sat down next to him. I said, sorry, I'm just a little stressed right now. I'm trying to get out of town. He goes, well, where are you going? I said, Adelaide. He said, what's in Adelaide? I said, my dreams are in Adelaide. And he said, no, your dreams aren't in Adelaide, my son. Your dreams are right here. Let me tell you a little piece of advice. I said, I'll take anything you can get. I'm really looking for advice. And he said to me, yeah, it's true, it's okay. He said, be nice. And I said, that's great. I mean, everybody was like, be nice in here. Then he said, sex is evil. Evil is sin. Sin is forgotten. So get stuck in. That's what he said. Might have to hold on to that piece of advice. There you go. I went downtown to see the pastor. I sat there in the church, in the pew. He came down and said, "Hey there, little master. Is there some way that I can help you?" I said, one day I had some thinking. I had these evil thoughts inside my head. He looked me up and down and started winking. Oh yeah. And then these fine words the pastor finally said. He finally said to me, "Son," he said, "sex you know is evil." That's what he said. He said, "Evil is a sin." Oh, that's what he said. He said, "Sin then soon is forgotten." Oh yeah. So get sinning so you can stick it in. That's what he said. I don't know what that meant. And so I went to see my girlfriend. She was really a kind of chaste. She said, "I was told to stay a virgin." I said, "Pastor man said there's no time to waste." I said, "Come on now, listen now." He said, "Sex is evil." That's what he said, right, John? He said, "Evil is a sin." And I remember clearly now, sin is soon forgotten. Oh yeah. She said, "Well, in that case, you can come right in." Let's break it down. Ba-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. I went downtown just the other day and I saw my friend who was coming my way. I said, "Where you going, Mr. Man?" He said, "Down to the strip club fast as I can." I said, "I can't go there. I promised my mom." He said, "Come on, man, that's a real bomb." I said, "Come on, man, I've heard it. You can get in if you know that sex is a sin." I said, no, sex is evil. I remember it now. He said, "Evil is a sin." What are you talking about? Evil's a sin. He said, "Sin is soon forgotten." Oh yeah. So don't get stuck on that or you won't stick it in. Oh, don't be afraid now. Sex is not a sin. Yeah. Great piece of advice. It was a hell of a ride to Adelaide, let me tell you. We have been traveling around quite a bit as I was looking back at my catalog and seeing all the albums we produced and all the places we played. And I don't know about you, Sophie, and John. I have a favorite place that we love to go back to and play. It's one of my favorite places to go. It's a place called the Ladies' Pond at Hampstead Heath.
It's a good one. One of my
Beautiful.
favorite spots. It's a great spot.
It's a fantastic place. I love it myself. But we wrote a little song about the Ladies' Pond. We played a little corner of it. The water really just, the music just, it resonates. It's a beautiful thing. It's a little beautiful place. Thank you, John. I've been to the river And I've been to the lakes. I've been down to Portsmouth by the sea. But there's only one body of water that I love. If you are looking, you'll find me at the ladies' pond. The one that's up in Hampstead. Way up there on the heath. The ducks like to go floating on that water. I've no idea what's beneath. It's such a beautiful space there, all those wide open spaces. Of course, that's where we begin. But be careful, because in those wide open places, your heart and your feet might fall right into the ladies' pond. Not the one for all the men there. They can find their own way. It's the best that you can get, and the ladies get all wet at the pond there on every sunny day. That's ladies' pond, the ladies' pond, the ladies' pond. Fantastic place. So glad you enjoyed that. I love that place so much. We'll be back there tomorrow, I think, aren't we? We'll be playing again, weather permitting. Because love is complicated. I don't know how you guys make it work. I really don't. I've tried. It's just, I don't know if you know what I mean, John, or Sophie. I don't know if you've had that experience. Rolling your eyes back there, you know. And of course, nobody writes better songs about the complications of love than Mr. Stephen Sondheim. And John and I actually found in an old book a missing Sondheim piece. Do you remember this one, John?
I think I do.
You think you do? Good. I'm glad you do. And it's called, I don't know. You people, you remember my catalog so well. It's called Life is Like a Willy. The subtitle is sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, but it won't be hard forever. So you mock me, don't you? You found me with my trousers down. You found me looking at myself in the mirror and wondering, how do I rate? Do I compare to your other lovers? How do I fare up against your other lovers? Don't you dare laugh at me. Don't you dare, it's very cold in here. Do you feel the chill? I promise you, it's not like this forever. Life is like a little willy. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. But it's hard, it's so hard, but not forever. Please understand, I don't mean any disrespect. I just mean for you to love me as I am. Our love can grow, our love can get longer, our love can grow stronger, our love can be that willy. always is short. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I wasn't going to tell you about this part of my life, but I did have a little moment where I got off the track of pursuing the career all the time and had to give myself a little rest to think about things, and I ended up working at a little bar, and let's just say there was one night that was very special. It was a time when I was really down on my luck, and I just went out to the back alley to take a break from all the work at the bar. It was a really tough time. Sophie Alloway, could I please get a little yeah, that's it. So this time I was standing out in the alley, and I looked up, and at the end of the alley, in the fog, with a spotlight from a couple of cars going by, was the most beautiful, curvy lady I had ever seen. She sauntered up to me, and I could see she had beautiful, beautiful eyes and long brown hair. You've heard of Jennifer Lopez? Well, so had she, and she's a big fan. We had that in common. More the hustlers end of things rather than like Geely and stuff. But you know, we chatted for a while about J-Lo, and then, yes, it's true. She leaned into my ear. And she said, I don't want to be alone tonight. And I said, because I don't smoke. Just choked all over. It was horrible, very embarrassing. And she laughed and threw her hair around like that. And then she said to me, do as you would be done by. And I knew what she meant. And it was that night, ladies and gentlemen, that I learned the ways of romance. You can do what you're doing. You can live your life with fear. You can keep on making the same mistakes again, but let me be clear. There's only one truth, and that's no lie. Whatever you do, just do what you would be done by. Sophie Alloway, ladies and gentlemen. Ba 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 ba. Ba do ba da ba do ba da ba. Bow. Boom. Bing. Boom. Sophie Alloway. Now I'd like to invite to the stage for a little solo action. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you trombone, Jerome Harper. Trombone, Jerome, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Jerome, come on up another step, would you? All right, here we go. quick, the show's starting. Enthusiasm, Vietnam. My allotment. Oh, yeah. Make cheese sandwiches. Japan jug juicy. 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 And that is why I say without a lie, whatever you do, whatever you do, whatever you do, do as you would do by. Trombone Jerome Harper. Oh, wow. I got to say, that relationship with Trombone Jerome worked out better than that relationship did that night, for sure. The next day I woke up, that lady was long gone, and I had to really take a hard look at myself in the mirror and decide what was I doing? I wasn't chasing my dream anymore. I was in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I had to get somewhere. And then I thought, you know, my dad always said I should just come back home. Maybe he was right, you know. I don't know, what did your dad do for a living? He was an antique dealer. Yeah, so was my dad. Yeah. So, yeah, there was a song about that, I think, actually. John, would you give me a little something here? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The antique world. I used to work sweeping floors down at the local. Right around closing time, this band come in just about a minute for last call. Ordered up a drink, and that was mine. I slid him his drink. I said, "How are you, man?" 'Cause honestly, you look a little down. He said, "I just sold my last antique down the shop, the one on the bad side of town." Oh, he said he used to be an antiques dealer. He brought him in and he bought him, fixed him up and sold. And he wasn't complaining, it wasn't no straining. He'd take it so long as it was old. age, as it was always all the rage. He'd sell it because it was old. Yeah, he used to be a dealer of antiques, he was, oh yeah. And that's what he said made him unique, yeah. He was such a serious fella, and he knew every era of every single one of his antiques. Thank you very much. Well, you'll be happy to know I did not go home. I turned around and I started pursuing my dream even harder. Sophie, would you give me a little tuck. Thank you. I had an opportunity to do the lead in a West End, an off West End. It was in Dalston. It was up there, and we couldn't get a venue exactly, but we noticed they were doing construction on the 810 at night, so we planted ourselves right there, and we had a midnight showing one night, midnight showing, one solid week. We were going to do a solid week of this new play, but I got to play the lead, and this was key. I was in town. I was ready to go, and the name of that show, John, if you remember the name of the show here. Come here, tell me the show. The show is called Gin Up. That's the name of the show, is Gin Up. The name of the songs from the show were Aunt Martha's Linen Cupboard. I believe it's called Grow Kit was one of the songs. Yes, that's right, Grow Kit. Peevish. Red Sky at Night, Sailor's Delight, and K. It's the letter K. I'm going to do a medley of these songs for you tonight. All right. Give me a second here. Woo. Oh, don't get too excited. It's all that's coming off so far. So far. Here's the songs from Chin Up. Linen, all this linen. I can't believe we made it here to Aunt Martha's linen cupboard. Linen, I'm beginning to think that we're winning. All the sheets and pillowcases, all the things we need right here in linen. Better not tell old Aunt Martha, she won't let us have a thing. She's always been so stingy, so please keep your mouth down, keep your voice real low. In linen. Come with me inside this cupboard, we can find everything we need here. Wait, there's a trapdoor, let's go in it. Take some linen. All I wanted was to be someone bigger than I am. If I could find a grow kit here in this stranger's land, I would find some way to grow up and not be, oh, this small. And I'll grow again with any help at all, with any hope at all. Oh, hey there, man, I think I understand that you're looking to grow a little in this land. Well, I'll tell you this and then you can rest. I want you to look to the skies in the west. That there is nice, it's what I said. Is it green? Is it blue? No, it's red. And everyone everyone knows that's out of sight. 'Cause red skies at night are sailors' delight. Oh, red skies at night, follow me if you're sailing my way. And we can see your red skies at night, sail to a better day. Oh, a better day. I'm peevish, not thrilled about this, peevish. I won't go with you, believe this. I have nothing to win here at all, and that's why I'm not going to your red sky. I refuse to follow you, 'cause peevish boys will do whatever peevishness they do. So believe this when I say I'm peevish now and all the days for you to know. Okay? You're gonna be that way, well, okay. Don't have to be that way, but okay, if you want to. I'm taking out the O. You don't deserve the whole phrase, no, no, no. You just get K. K, 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 K. Don't, no, 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 not K, 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 just K. Just K. And maybe, and then you and I will start all over again. And when we're beginning, we will start it out with gin. We'll gin up for our travels, forget all the linen. I'm ready for the ginning. Let's gin up, let's gin up. Keep your chin up and chin up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It went so well. I got to tell you. I invited everybody from 29th Street, including my father. My father was there. I put a seat right in front for him, and afterwards he came up and he gave me the biggest hug. And the critics were there, too, more importantly. And I remember this one critic said to me, he came right up to me, and this ended up being the lead in the review. And he said, bring milk. And I knew what that meant. He was like, this is all, you're milking it. It's milk and honey for you. And here's a little song called Bring Milk. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you know, stop for a second, John, stop. I'm sorry. I made that all up. That's not at all what happened. I just made that up. The truth is, we closed right after the peevish number. The first night, we had gin with us, and I think liquor laws, they were not supposed to have that much gin. We had cases of gin for the audience, and of course, it was midnight, and no one likes to see gin on the streets after midnight. So we were shut down by not the police, oddly enough, but the construction workers, because they needed to do that part of the road. And they took the gin. So we had to shut down, and everybody went out for more gin and for drinks at some club somewhere, somebody's house. I couldn't face anybody. My father shook his head and just took off. And I knew that was kind of it for me with that dream, so I just started walking. And I found myself walking down through Hackney and just a little south into Shoreditch. And I was aiming for the Tower Bridge. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just going south through Whitechapel, and I just kept going. And when I stopped, it started to rain, and I caught sight of myself in the puddle on this dark street with one light coming right down and just reflecting me into this puddle. And my mind was racing. And I remember I said to myself, I said, go fuck yourself. John, if you please. Sometimes you feel you're at the end of your rope, or at least the end of the day. And you look at yourself and you just say nope, 'cause you just can't seem to find a way. And you think maybe I can find something to give me some pride. Maybe I can go into hiding, or maybe I can find something really deep inside. But you know that it's not going well, and you know that at the end of the day, you know you're going through hell. It's your fault. And then you say, go fuck yourself. You don't deserve to chase your dream. Go fuck yourself. It's just as bad as it seems. Go fuck yourself. What a shame. You fucked up your family name. And I stepped in that puddle like I was stepping on my own reflection. And I knew there was no hope for me. I'd hit too many bumps in the road. It was too hard. And I just walked down the dark alley somewhere near Borough Market. I don't know. South Bank somewhere. Couldn't see 5 feet in front of me. I thought it was better that way, to hide in the shadows. And then, ow! What was that? What did I just hit? It was a table. Someone had left a table in the middle of the street. And I remember, this isn't an obstacle. This is an opportunity. And I dismantled that table, took off the legs, and held it under my arm. And I took it with me wherever I went from that day forward. And whenever anybody saw me and said, hey, what's going on? Why are you carrying that table? Well, I knew exactly what to tell them. And this is what I would say. I'd say, hey, listen, you know what? Go fuck yourself. This opportunity under my arm. Go fuck yourself. It may seem silly. Maybe it's my lucky charm. Go fuck yourself. This is the way I will live. Go fuck yourself. Set up your table, eat your food, and you'll have something there to give. Go fuck yourself. You can do that if you can. You started out a boy, but this table makes me Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I'm Alexander Chicago. I'm so honored to be here from 29th Street. Thank you for sharing the story of my life with me. Thank you very much. John Thorne, Sophie Holloway, thank you very much.